Quiznos, we're back.
Alright. So yeah, so we're complaining about modern games in this video. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not...
Ah, stupid volleyball session.
Be careful though, sometimes you will aggro the enemy, and they will actually like just try and fight you and you won't be able to win this section because... You know what helps in this section?
Oh, that?
Agility. Oh, we both missed.
Well, we're getting points for this.
Yeah, well no, once it lands on the enemy territory we get a point.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, wait. Fortitude.
We were gonna complain about modern games, but...
We need to focus on volleyball right now.
Volleyball.
Yes.
The stupid shadow thing doesn't work very well.
You piece of nuts. There we go. Hey. Guess what? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You seem to have this down pretty well.
Yeah, 1v1 me volleyball, rah.
Oh, cool.
And we won.
We won.
We got the map. Of course he gives it to you, the one that did the least work.
Yes, because I'm player 1.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, we got a trophy.
Melee is best. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Use a bow?
Yeah. Modern games really,
got the more experience.
Modern games really hold your hand with games, and I don't like it.
Yeah, we did. I think we brought this up once before.
Hey!
He's so much fun to play.
Hey!
No, wait. I thought you only get him if you buy Alien Hominid.
I don't know, but I'm upgrading my character. What should I upgrade?
1 point.
I'm gonna upgrade that.
I'm gonna go for 1 in Magic. The closer I get to that super jump, the better.
Oh, we're here now.
Oh,
What?
Let's restock on potions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's restock on potions.
And let's check on... We don't have any new swords, do we?
No, but we have new pets.
New pet? Oh yeah, that's right, we gotta check on our pets. We gotta go to Noah's Ark.
You go to the tiger, figure out what the tiger and the zebra do.
Yeah. Problem with playing, like the Fire Knight and the, Acid Knight...
I keep saying we're gonna complain about modern games and we just start talking about this.
No, but like, it was when you, max your magic and you get, like, it goes across the screen and it blocks, like, the entire battlefield.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty bad. But, anyway, we're talking about modern games. I was gonna say, we talked about this once before.
I was actually gonna talk about Shadow of Mordor and how disappointing that game is.
Yeah, let's go into that. Shall we?
Yeah, the ending of the game is a quick time event, enough said.
Ugh. I wanted to find out what the zebra does. Just go grab the,
like, ooh, kitty. Yeah, tiger. I like tiger does not look as cute as it should.
Nah, it kind of looks just... Look at it, it's
zebra
just so...
helps you find food and grace.
That's what I thought.
The scratch paw.
Scratch paw increases your strength and agility.
Ooh.
It's 1 strength and 1 agility. Let me go get, I'm gonna go get that cat. Go get that cat. Whiskers, or something. I don't know his name. Look at how much faster I am. Jeez. Meowbert. Don't forget to recycle. Anyway, Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, alright, so the game, like, it builds up this whole... What are you doing?
I want to check weapons really quick. I might want to change.
The whole game is like, okay, so you're killing orcs. And then you're like, okay, then you can get the ability to brand them and get them on your side. And with them, their forces are on your side.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that doesn't ever amount to anything. Like, oh, we're gonna have this huge battle. It's gonna be like me and all my branded orcs versus all the enemy orcs. It's gonna be this huge battle with like maybe some pseudo RTS enemies and some pseudo RTS like design to it.
That's what Dragon Age Origins actually did well.
It did good.
The fact that you could choose whether or not you wanted to recruit more people.
But like,
and it helped you in the end.
Do we have the horn?
No, we don't. Where are we supposed? We're right. Or I forgot about this part. You're supposed to go here, see that you need the horn, go back, and then do this.
Let me fight the corn boss.
We gotta go to the mash.
Okay.
Continue.
But like, yeah. So you think there's gonna be this huge fight at the end, right? No, you fight like 5 guys, and then it's a quick time event, and it leaves with a cliffhanger. So it's like sequel bait garbage. And it's like, oh, come on.
That's gonna be like Shadow of Mordor 2. More shadows.
Yeah, Shadow of Mordor 2. The shadowing.
The shadowing.
It's even more shadowy than before. It's just like so disappointing. It's like games don't even finish these days. It's like,
yeah, and they're just already out. Don't destroy the grave tomes. Unless you want to fight more enemies for more experience. I
want to fight more enemies for more experience. These guys aren't that diff.
No, actually they're not. I thought they'd be a lot harder.
They're not that diff, bro.
I want the gold sword. I'm pretty sure the gold sword's pretty good.
It?
Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah, but I definitely agree with you. And it's like, well, you brought this point. I believe you brought this point up in one of our later Gears episodes that I don't think it's going to be coming out for a little while. The fact that modern games are made more for people who don't play video games.
Yeah, seriously.
I totally agree with you.
They're not.
It's like the game teaches you.
How many
like for how long video games have been out, the game still teaches you how to run and jump.
They still teach you how to look around in a first-person shooter. It's like, come, and it's not like okay.
Halo did it well.
And it's not like yeah, Halo does it quick and gets it out of the way. But
and they do it well too. Like they apply it like with the whole like looking up, down, left, right, and to calibrate your sensors and after being in stasis for a long time. Like that makes sense as well.
But like I don't understand why games don't do this nowadays. Where it's like, why don't you just have like the tutorial be like a separate section of the game?
It's
like
optional.
Do you want like do it like Vanquish, where Vanquish is just like, do you want to go through the tutorial? Yes, no. If not, the game doesn't teach you how to play the game because you know how to play the game already.
Yeah, like you know the basic controls, but sometimes new weapon. What does this do? This is +1 strength and crit. Take that.
Oh, I kind of want that.
We'll get it after, or you can get it afterward, unless you want it now.
Nah, I'll get it afterward. But yeah, like games should have a thing where it's just like, hold my hand, where it should have 3 options: hold my hand, teach me what's unique about the game, and shut up.
And it's funny because earlier games have actually done that more often than later games.
Oh, are you kidding me? Old like Super Nintendo games and NES games, like, they don't have any tutorial. They just teach you how to play the game through its design.
Some of them, well, yeah, that's true, but some of them would just say, like, would you like to do the tutorial? A for yes, B for no. Or,
yeah.
For example, I'm just saying, like, and that's something I like, because for people who aren't familiar with gaming as a whole, can take the tutorial. Like, people who aren't familiar with their style of gaming can go do the tutorial. It only makes sense.
It's kind of amazing how, like, we've kind of gone backwards in game design.
Yeah, we are. It's just because laziness is taking over.
You know
America.
You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? I honestly feel that the issue, like, you look at movies, and movies had that section where, you know, the making of movies wasn't totally motivated by greed and making, you know, millions upon millions of dollars.
Wait, before you continue, that guy, we took his head off, and then he uppercutted us, and then died. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
You know, the era that movies came out in, it was like, oh, we made a camera and we were experimenting as to how we could use this camera, and then we realized, oh, people can pay money to see this, and it was, the way movies were shot were just like plays. You know, it was essentially one angle, it was very set up like a stage. It wasn't really its own art form necessarily, it was just like a pre-recorded play. And then movies like, I think the first movie that really set it off was Citizen Kane, which is why everybody, you know, which was like all these different angles, all these different cuts.
Don't move on yet, by the way. I think there's a sword back there.
And all these, and like every shot had like meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Whereas with like The Wizard of Oz and things that came out prior to that, movies weren't really shot like that.
Yeah.
Which is why Citizen Kane, you know, people are like, what is the Citizen Kane of video games? Well, we haven't had the Citizen Kane of video games, and I feel part of that is due to the, there's no sword back there, bro.
Oh wait, no, maybe it's back here. I know it's somewhere here. I know that.
And I feel part of that is due to the fact, or due to the era in which video games came out. Video games came out in like the late 70s and blew up more in the 80s and have since gotten more and more popular.
Yeah. And
since then, people have realized, you know, caught on a lot quicker than they did with movies, that, oh, this can be turned into a well-oiled money-making machine. And that's why we have things like, you know, everything's being story-based and stuff like that.
Well, story-based games aren't bad. It's its own genre, like, to be based on a story. Like, a game can be made for the sake of, like, Dead Space.
The thing is, though, is that it doesn't, you know, Dead Space I don't think is a good example of that. I'm talking about things more like The Order. That doesn't show video games as its own standalone art form. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like I mentioned before, movies previously, before movies, things like Citizen Kane, pretty much were just, you know, like I said, pre-recorded plays. And that's not really
Ooh, I got
a good way to define a movie. A movie is its own art form. Video games, not a good way to define a video game is an interactive movie. It should be a video game. You should be able to look at a video game and a movie and go, that's a video game, that's a movie. But like,
yeah, I definitely see what you mean. But
some of the games, like the line is blurred, and people are like, "Oh, that's a good thing." That's not a good thing because it doesn't help the art form stand out as its own art form.
Yeah,
like it needs to be able to stand out in some way, and when you just mimic another art form, it's not standing out.
Do you agree that video games should tell a story? Like, if there's
they can, they can. I don't think they should do it by the means that they do it
today, at least.
Like, well, like no, like I don't even think like games like look at Shadow of the Colossus. Like the definition of art of video games. Some would even argue that it is the Citizen Kane of video games, which I agree with to a point. The only reason why I don't fully agree with that statement is that it has cutscenes. It has movie elements to it. What does the snail do again?
I think it takes away agility and increases defense.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. Not completely sure.
But like, you can, I mean, Shadow of the Colossus is a very definition of you can invoke feeling through the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
You grow an attachment to your horse because you interact with your horse. Oh, yeah. Last of Us, you don't give a fat flying crap about Ellie because her AI is retarded, and you'll be sneaking around.
And she'll just get you like spotted.
No, she won't get you spotted, but it'll be totally world breaking because she'll run right in front of a clicker or an enemy while you're hiding, and the enemy just doesn't even react to her. So it's like, I have no reason
to care about
her because she's never in danger and never in harm.
Okay, no, I definitely see what you're talking about now. I just had a hard time understanding what you meant. Like, but it's telling the story through the gameplay instead of through cinema.
Yeah, through cinematics, because you're essentially telling your story just like you tell a movie.
Just like Dark Souls.
Yeah. Exactly.
The cutscenes are literally like
Dark Souls and they're just boss introductions. They're just boss introductions.
Yeah,
which is essentially what.
But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to gather the personality of the boss through just being able, just looking at them, how they walk out, what they do when they walk out.
Which essentially, I mean, Bloodborne is kind of starting to do that less and less with the cutscenes. I mean, there's. From the bosses
actually, no, there is quite a bit of cutscenes, but the cutscenes in there are important to the lore. They're really important.
There's the only cutscene I saw was the father what's his name?
Gascoigne. Yeah.
I don't think that's how you properly pronounce it. But,
no, it is Gascoigne.
But, so I was just gonna call him Father Gascoigne then. Yeah, like he has an introduction cutscene, but like the first boss in like all the Souls games has no introductory cutscene whatsoever.
That's because those aren't bosses; those are common enemies, but they're bosses to you at the time.
They're bosses. The cleric beast is a boss.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dark Souls. I was gonna say because the Taurus demon is just an enemy you face later in the game.
The Asylum
demon.
You never fight him again.
Yeah, you do. You fight Asylum demons. I'm pretty sure.
No, not as a reg enemy.
Oh no, that's true. You're right. The Stray demon is another, but that's also a boss. Like the Taurus demon, the Capra demon. Those are just. They're just enemies.
Well, they
but at the time,
reg enemies.
At the time, they're a boss to you because you're not powerful enough.
Yeah, but still, it's like they are bosses.
Yeah.
You can't say they're not bosses because they become reg enemies, but.
Well, no, yeah, I get what you mean.
But like,
I'm just saying, like,
no
they're not
for them,
as much of a boss.
And they're super intimidating.
Yeah, they are, because Capra demon, you walk through the fog wall, and the first thing you see coming at you is a dog and a giant goat demon with 2 axes, and doing a 2-handed power jumping attack. And it's pretty intimidating, because the first time you fight the Capra demon, with no prior knowledge, you will get smashed to the ground.
I kind of like how Bloodborne ditched the whole everything's a demon thing.
Yeah, but instead they're beasts. They pretty much just changed the title and how they look.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. It's still, honestly, they're just synonyms for monster at this point. Like.
Yeah, exactly. But why do you like the fact that they ditched demon?
Just because I think calling it like a beast or something just gives it like more character to it. Because everything has everything is like, oh, it's a demon. Like it's.
And also the fact
I think it's very generic to call.
Also the fact that like since it's like a beast scourge, so it's like a disease. So like these beasts also used to be people, because it's a disease.
I haven't played Bloodborne.
Well, no, I'm saying
I haven't
like,
followed any of the lore, so I have no idea. Other than I've seen like a couple boss fights.
It's like the beast scourge, like a disease. So like you get sort of like just like a zombie apocalypse.
Is that why Father Gascoigne bursts into a giant monster?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna spoil any. I'm not gonna spoil anymore. I shouldn't have even said that.
Oh, I mean, if people.
The only thing I'm going to say is
if people are watching the Game Grumps playthrough, they watched Aaron completely destroy Father Gascoigne.
Yeah,
that was actually really cool. It was actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
He got pretty good at that game, I gotta say.
Yeah, dude, that's just because you practice.
Yeah, I know. Man, I need food. I'm getting shaky.
You are? Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Getting really shaky. And also, I'm talking about something that I'm really passionate about. So
oh yeah, I definitely see what you mean. When you start talking about something you really like are into, you.
No, like I worry, especially with like, oh god, like the new Mortal Kombat. Like I want to get the new Mortal Kombat. We're at the time when we're gonna finish this boss.
Yeah, we're finished this boss.
Like I really want to like the new Mortal Kombat, but just like. It's just so much like DLC nonsense and just like the fact that there's 4 characters are going to be DLC characters. I was like, man,
they didn't come out on the first day. They
didn't come out on the first day, but the fact that they're DLC characters, like I want to unlock them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like well, I want to unlock them. I want to do something cool to unlock them or unlock their skins. And this whole like adding free-to-play microtransaction crap in the game, this also annoys me.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's like, and I don't know if you heard about the simplified fatalities. That you can unlock.
Because I was watching someone play, and they didn't practice prior to it at all.
Yeah.
No. And they were getting every fatality on the character, and I was like, isn't there like some intricate combo for each character to get a specific fatality?
Yeah, that's what there was, but now they have a thing called simplified fatalities, which you can buy with in-game coins. But if you want, you can pay money to purchase those in-game coins with real money.
This is a game you're already paying $60 for.
And this is already a game you're paying $60 for. Like, that's stupid. Like, and that's why I kind of... And that's why I say we'll probably never ever see that Citizen Kane of video games. At least not for a very long time. Because it's so money-driven. Yay, we beat the corn boss. Because it's just so money-driven that... Like, the art isn't going to be able to grow.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's a cool fighting game, but that's it. From what I see. Like, hey, we got the horn.
Yeah, we got the horn. And anyway, this has been like a depressing episode.
It's not depressing. It's quite insightful, actually.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe people will think we're just stupid.
Well, I wouldn't.
You should like the thing because it's cool.
Well, we're gonna get a lot of that because it's an unpopular opinion.
The Order has really nice graphics. 10 out of 10. Doesn't matter if the story or the gameplay is completely stupid and broken. Well, the story is broken, the gameplay is unoriginal.
The gameplay is something everybody's seen before multiple times.
Yeah, it's Gears of War. Anyway, that's the end of this conversation, and at 18 minutes, we are done.
We are done.
We are done. For now.
Well, I hope everybody...
We beat the corn boss! Huzzah! High five! Yeah.